These cops think wielding a badge gives them the right to mess around with anyone they like. However, while there have been times they got away after messing with civilians, these are moments when these entitled cops got humbled by higher authority. Rest assured that these are about to be some of the most satisfying moments you never knew you needed to see to make your day. Number 8. Filming in public. Starting off our list is this encounter between an auditor who was taking pictures and filming around the truck crossing that goes into Canada in Blaine, Washington, and two overzealous officers. After the two officers, Officer Formosa and Officer Tavella, spotted him filming, they immediately went up to him and stopped him.
I'm just gonna have you walk over here with me real quick.
How come? I want to go this way. I'm
We're gonna have you hang out right here then.
Oh, how come?
Because this is a federal inspection area.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
This is for news purposes.
Alright.
Yep.
Did you already talk to the court if you're a journalist?
I'm a journalist, yeah.
Alright.
I don't need to disseminate it. I'm letting you know right now it's for news purposes.
Alright.
I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story.
Alright. Do you have any credentials?
What, like what?
Like anything that says that you're a journalist?
Like a crayon and a piece of paper? There's nothing out there that's an actual, unless you're in the White House. You know that, right?
Now, any reasonable person can tell that the man was clearly in his right to film. However, according to the officers, the fact that it was a federal inspection area meant he couldn't film there. The auditor then stated clearly that he was an independent journalist who was only getting content for news purposes. Officer Tavella then piped in saying they'd all have to stay there till their supervisor came around.
So, can I go this way then?
We're just gonna wait so our supervisor comes out to let you know where if and where you can roam around and film.
When their supervisor, Andreas, came out, he seemed even more ignorant about the law than his officers.
What can I do for you?
Oh, just doing some public photography for news purposes.
Okay, are you referred? Are you crossing the border today?
Oh, no, I'm not.
You need to depart the FIS then, which means you can do all of that off of port property.
Oh, so this is not legal? It's not.
You're on the federal inspection station.
Okay.
And you can only be here if you have business here in the form of crossing the border north or south.
So, as far as when it comes to my First Amendment, I can't use it here just for news
It just
purposes?
has to be off of the FIS.
Okay.
You can go right to the border and do this all along the edge of the FIS.
What if I had a question inside? I do have a question inside
What can I
about
do for you?
cross.
How can I ask you?
Okay, so
Or how can I
crossing the
help
border, maybe you can let my viewers know what is the procedure like? What kind of documents do they really need? Is it just a passport or what is it?
you? Proof of citizenship of some sort.
Okay.
And or if you're you need a proof of citizenship and positive ID, which means picture.
I've got this guy behind me putting the gloves on like you're gonna arrest
come on.
me. Look at this, guys. Okay.
This way.
All right. We'll come back here, guys.
Do you see the sidewalk over here?
We'll come back here, guys. We're gonna go the way I want to go. I'm not gonna have you holding my hand. I'm leaving the property.
way.
Okay, and I'm gonna come back. I don't think you know the rules. I was down at Peace Arch already, but I'm gonna get. Who's your supervisor?
My supervisor is the duty chief. Right this way.
Okay, what's their name?
At the time, it's Chief Officer Giddens.
Okay, and
This way here.
well, I want to cross over here.
That's not off port property. This way is off port property.
Wow, guys, this guy doesn't know the rules. You've been here for 28 years. You should have a
I'm
sign.
afraid I do know the rules, sir. It is you actually that does not know the rules.
Okay, we're gonna pursue this. Okay, under threat of arrest because of your body language and so forth.
Yep,
I will
there. You
leave.
see the sidewalk. Show
Yeah.
your viewers the sidewalk.
I will leave, guys, because I've got now well, these guys were cool, but I got several different officers.
This way
That
here.
guy's putting on his gloves, and we're gonna come back here. We're gonna get a hold of Brown.
You're not causing further trouble. So this.
Well, you're the one that wants to go hands on. You need to take it down a notch, man. We're not all out to get you, okay? We're your friends. We pay your salary.
Even when the journalist was being as friendly as he could, Andreas didn't care and escorted him off the property. As expected, the journalist later reached out to Chief Deputy Giddens.
I just wanted to make sure that Andrews is up to speed with this because
I talked with him.
Okay.
Right now he's working on a few things. He's the supervisor of the shift and he has the shift responsibilities.
it'd be good for my viewers to see that he is up to speed. Just you know, for your sake too, right?
If he's available, he has a working job, and he is doing active things for the board.
Okay.
He's the only supervisor we have on right now, so he is actively managing his shift.
Okay. Do you want to check and see if he's not working on something right now? Or?
Since I did leave that up
Okay.
as though I needed to check. I am his supervisor.
I know, yeah.
He is. I have actively given him things, and he has things.
Okay,
he's working
so maybe you can just, I know you can't speak for him, but maybe you can just kind of fill in my viewers on
so-
the procedures and so forth. And
Yes, sir. So what I did is I showed him the policy of the corrected policy, and we talked about it and discussed how it's changed and
Okay.
what's considered, news purposes. And
Okay.
and made sure that we answered questions and made sure everyone was up to date and
Okay,
filled in.
so he's up to speed. Are you guys going to do like they do at the Peace Arch, where they actually have the rules, those rules that you probably looked at? They have them pasted right to the door.
Yeah, I thought that we had them. I know we've had a lot of construction.
Yeah.
After our discussion, I went through and saw that we did not have them posted, so that will
Yeah.
be one of the changes we are going to
Awesome. So we made some changes today.
According to Chief Giddens, Andreas had been corrected and re-educated about the rules. He also made it clear that the journalist had done absolutely nothing wrong and had every right to film in the area. Number 7. The shop incident. Up next is the case of this young man who, while innocently shopping, was forced by a cop to leave the store as ordered by the store owner. According to the store owner, this young man had run from the store a year ago. Without confirming said accusation, the officer immediately began demanding an ID, claiming this was a case of trespassing, even when no one had asked him politely to step out.
She said she's talking to you. Listen to her. So they have a right to private institution to request that you don't return, and they want a formal trespass, which means it'll be documented. And just going to say I'm in contact with you. The manager requests to have you
For a
trespass.
trespass, you have to ask me to leave first. Nobody has asked.
No, I have to give you a warning and then tell you.
The owner has to ask, but I haven't done anything.
Doing a trespass, which means I'm not finished. I'm not finished. Let me see. Let me finish, and I will give my supervisor. I'm going to explain to you how a trespass warning has to be. You're not going until you give me your ID.
I'm trying to walk out. I said
You're
I'll
not
wait
going until you give me
outside.
your
But
ID.
you're not even listening to her.
I asked for your supervisor.
Okay, he's gonna tell you the same thing.
I'll wait for you to come to tell me.
You're not going into. You're not going into. You need to provide your ID. You're committing a crime right now. You're disobeying a lawful command.
But you have to ask
You're
me to
committing a
leave.
crime right now, and I'm being as patient as possible. Normally, I don't give everybody a warning this
I'm willing
much.
to walk out.
Your ID. Your ID.
Can I please walk out?
Your ID.
I'm asking you.
We're gonna walk out together, and you're gonna go in handcuffs.
Things soon began to get heated as the police kept stating she was issuing a trespass, even after the young man had made it he wasn't whoever they thought it was. The officer did not heed what he had to say. The man then asked to have a word with their supervisor. At this point, he had had enough and just wanted to walk out of the store. But Miss Cop was particular about getting the ID from him that she wasn't even listening to what he had to say. By the time the supervisor showed up, he immediately put the lady cop in her place.
Things that they're talking about, I have no right. I have no clue.
Okay.
I was never charged with anything. There's no incident.
Do you frequent the store?
Huh?
Do you frequent the store a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know what incident they're talking about. I've been here numerous times. I never even asked to leave today.
You don't want him here anymore?
No.
Okay, is there a reason why?
A year ago, he was having some issue with him, and he ran from our store. We called the police because we want to make a police report, for him not to come back. But because he ran, we don't have any.
You were saying yes or they're saying yes? Because you're the acting supervisor.
Correct.
So you're detaining
Correct.
me?
They're saying that yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No, you're
Okay.
detaining me.
I'm not. First of all, Andrew.
Yes, sir.
Let's not get into a philosophical.
But the thing is, you have to abide by the law, not by hearsay.
Correct.
So by the law.
Let me ask you a question. You just want him gone from the store?
To walk out.
Okay.
Trespassing also. Give me the trespassing so he cannot come back.
He's going to tell you that it doesn't work that way. I have to come back.
No, we can't. No, we can't issue you a trespass warning.
I don't have to.
Okay.
I don't have to provide the ID for that.
You're absolutely right.
Thank you, sir.
You're absolutely right.
Thank you.
However,
I know that.
if they are asking you not to come back in our
will not
presence,
come
we
back.
need to document that.
I will not come back.
Okay?
The supervisor then went ahead to settle it all. Now that's how you handle a case. Number 6, the detention officer. At number 6 is Tyler Moody, a Collin County detention officer who was caught passing a cell phone to an inmate. It wasn't long before the information got to the sheriff's desk, and Sheriff Jim Skinner was quick to begin the investigation.
Moody, I understand that you've offered your resignation. Is that correct?
I get fired.
Have you offered your resignation or not?
If I can keep my job, then no.
Well, you can't keep your job, okay? So let me just make it easy. You're fired. You're no longer an employee here. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You've betrayed the trust of every citizen that we have the privilege to serve. And you've betrayed the trust of the brave and selfless men and women that you worked alongside for nearly 3 years. So as of this moment, you're under arrest for bringing a prohibited item, a cell phone, into a correctional facility. That's a third-degree felony. You have any questions about that?
No, sir.
Well, you're going to be cuffed. First thing I want you to do is stand up and take that uniform shirt off. You don't deserve to wear it.
After Officer Moody confessed to the investigators what he had done, the sheriff went to have a word with him one last time. The sheriff quickly made it clear that there was no way he could keep his job. Skinner fired him and had him arrested for committing a third-degree felony of bringing prohibited substances into a correctional facility. Number 5. The YouTuber situation. This next incident went down on the 1st of May 2023. The YouTuber, who goes by the name My Middle Age Adventures, was riding his e-bike when he got into a slight accident.
What's that, man?
Sorry, sir. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I didn't see you. I apologize, sir.
The f was that, dude? You came from all the way over there.
I know. I know. My tire did something weird.
No, you did something weird. Not your tire, dude. You came from over there, that lane over there, came straight across on top of me, and I hit the back of your car now. So now we need to call the police. Jesus Christ, dude.
This accident then caused him to get into a very interesting encounter with the Escambia County cops. The cop walked up to him demanding an ID, which wasn't part of any procedure. When the cop showed up initially to the scene, he seemed a little too aggressive. After demanding an ID, the cop quickly added that if no ID was provided, he was going to get the man arrested.
Give ID or you will go to jail. You know what Florida law states? Yes. Okay, unless I'm going to jail, I don't have to give you ID.
Then I'll take you to jail.
Get your boss. Get your boss. Get your boss. Get your boss. I haven't done nothing illegal. I am not suspected of a crime. I have not committed a crime.
I'm out with a disturbance here at the waterfront thrift store on Fairfield Drive.
I mean, if you'd like to know what happened, I'd be more than happy to tell you what happened. It's all on video.
Well, when you give me ID, I will.
I have. Get your boss. No, not a bicycle, an automobile. I don't have a driver's license, so I never signed nothing stating I would give that up.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does, sir.
There is a law.
The YouTuber, who had been filming the whole time, went on to ask the officer to get his boss on the scene, clearly stating that he had done nothing wrong. More than anything, the man was willing to share what had just happened and how he was in no way in the wrong. He even added that if the policeman had been even a little bit illegal, he'd have easily made a police report about the whole incident.
See, I'm trying to tell you what happened, sir.
I'm trying to listen to you.
Okay, then I hit then because it's all every bit of it's on video. He came from that lane over there, cut
so
into
your bicycle made contact with his truck.
Because he came from that lane over there into this driveway. Okay, that's why. And then it hit right here. I've done nothing illegal. Okay, I have done nothing illegal. Okay, if you would have came at me differently, sir, I would have made a police report the whole 9 yards and gave you my ID. There would never been a problem. But the way you came up to me is like I've done something wrong.
That's all I did.
No, it's all on video, sir. Everything's on video. And you have it on video. Where's your camera, sir?
I don't have one.
Okay, that's why I have one. Because you don't have one, sir.
But they have one.
Okay, I know you have one. You have one. You have one as well.
Mine's on right now.
All right, so like I was explaining, this gentleman came up here very rude, very disrespectful, okay? It's all on camera, sir. It's all on camera, sir.
What's going on?
Okay. I was, who's going to be in charge of this?
Right here.
Okay. I'm coming down the, this lane right here, okay? And this gentleman right here was in this far lane over here, and he decided that he was going to turn into this driveway right here from that far lane. I slammed my brakes on, okay? And because he came from that lane there, I ended up hitting him right here because of that.
With other officers now on the scene, the suspect went ahead and narrated the entire incident to them. He made sure not to leave out how their colleague had been overly aggressive and even made jail threats for not giving the officer his ID. After much back and forth, the man finally got to have a word with the sergeant.
You're the sergeant. Okay, well, go ahead, sir. If you're the one going to be in charge, because they told me she was in charge.
What do you want to do? You don't want to do anything about this. Are you good?
No, I want to file a police report that and I want to go through his insurance because now I've got damages to my bike and I've got.
Highway Patrol to come talk.
Okay, sounds good to me, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir. But I will be filing a complaint on that man there.
Yes, sir. We'll get that.
You know what he straight out told me, if you don't give me your ID, you're going to jail. I told him to do what you gotta do because I'm not giving you my ID. Now, I don't mind giving it because of all this, but when somebody comes to me and starts demanding I do something.
I understand.
So,
well, sir, listen, I'm a totally different deputy, and like I said, I don't have any problems with you.
well, that's why I'm irate. That's why I'm kind of like.
I get that. I get that.
Yeah, because the way he approached me.
I understand.
It's all on camera.
I understand.
Okay.
I don't have any issues
I know
with you.
why he approached me like that because he doesn't have a camera on.
Yes, sir.
So that's why he approached me like that. He didn't. As soon when I pulled my camera out, his whole demeanor changed.
Right, well, I can tell you this: even with if I don't have this on, I'm gonna still be a gentleman.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr.
Yeah,
I don't want to say that wrong. Holcomb. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr.
Hey, I
Officer.
appreciate you, man.
Mr. You know, I will admit I'm not a police-friendly person, but
Yeah,
I get what I.
You're upset. I understand.
Yeah. I apologize. Only reason I did that is because they already told me that she was in charge, and then somebody else is telling me.
Okay,
so
it's no
So
problem.
you're going to do that. You can hang tight here when the highway patrol gear. You can tell them what's going on.
Okay, yeah.
And everything's all squad.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I do want that officer's card, that in that truck right there, or his information written down, please.
You're going to make the complaint. It's going to come right back to me.
Okay.
I already heard what happened.
Well, I've got it on video, is what I'm saying. It was total lack of respect. He literally told me I was going to go to jail if I did not give him ID. I told him then take me to jail.
You didn't get it?
Huh?
I'll take care of that. You just hang tight for highway patrol and all that good stuff and get what you really need to be taken care of.
Okay, this is a formal complaint we're making against him, correct?
Yeah, you already made it. Already took care of it.
Okay.
He also made sure to let the sergeant know that he was going to file a complaint for the first officer's actions, to which the sergeant told him it wouldn't be a problem as he would have a word with the officer himself. In the end, the man went on to upload the entire video on his YouTube channel to raise awareness. Number 4. 2 cops humbled. The next victim in this case is Abad Gonzalez. On this fateful day, while recording a video at the First Simonian Congregational Church of Westminster for his YouTube channel, a bunch of random people called the cops on him. By the time the police officers got on the scene, one of the officers began to ask for a driver's license, which clearly didn't make any sense considering that Abad wasn't driving.
Did you guys call?
Yeah,
Did you?
I think the DMV called.
Okay. Can I get a driver's license from any of you guys?
Am I driving?
Okay, so what is it that you guys are doing?
That's not your business. Are you gonna sodomize me or something that you put in all your gloves? That's what I thought. Walk away.
Walk away.
Yeah.
Be a tyrant.
Yeah. You ain't got nothing. You got nothing. Huh?
After a very short talk, the 2 officers walked away, but clearly that wasn't the end. A couple minutes later, the cops were back, but this time neither of them said anything more than listen to Abad, who made it clear that he was filming live, so they should be careful of their actions. Thankfully, the sergeant showed up on the scene to find out what was going on.
So anyways, can I help you, man? Are you gonna do a cavity check on me or something? All right, this is Westminster Police Department. You're live, so think twice what you're gonna do.
What'd you say?
We're live right now.
So, what did you say?
Think twice if you're gonna do something dumb, because you'll be liable for anything you do against my person.
Are you challenging me?
No.
Yes.
Oh, you know, in this day and age too. So.
Who do you guys work for?
Myself. Who do you work for?
What's that?
Myself. Who do you work for?
It's pretty obvious who I work for.
Oh, pretty obvious who you work for. That's who you work for?
There's the people you work for. For me,
That's
you work
cool.
for me.
At the DMV,
I had a
can't
business.
stop you from going in there.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you to eliminate the phone calls from them to us.
I can stop them.
So we don't have to keep bothering you guys.
I mean, I can stop them. I mean, people's fears, they'll call you. I mean, that's...
Okay, we're not getting anywhere here. What's your guys' plan when we leave here?
I don't know, maybe stay 5 more minutes and then leave. After you guys leave.
You guys got any questions for us?
No, sir, thank you.
All right, you're good to go.
All right, I'm good to stay too. Thank you. Come back soon, though. Appreciate your business.
Once the sergeant got close, he asked why they were called and pointed out that the young men were doing nothing wrong. In fact, they had the right to film if they wished to and immediately dismissed the 2 cops that had come around earlier. Number 3. Wichita Mayor Brandon Whipple. The cop in this next case messed up a whole lot. On the 24th of September 2022, Wichita Mayor Brandon Whipple drove out to dump trash at the Wichita neighborhood cleanup. But unfortunately, that same day, this random police officer was out in the mood to pick on someone.
Officer Vogt with the Wichita Police Department. How are you, sir?
Officer Wadley.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I assume the mayor's trying to get you an event.
Yes, sir.
And you're with the mayor right now.
Yes, sir.
Can you let him pass?
No, I'll go to the back of the line.
I cannot, unfortunately.
No, there's a line, and there's no signage or anything. It looks like there's a wreck. I turned into a neighborhood cleanup, and I called here after this guy told me I'm no longer welcome at the neighborhood cleanup, and that now he is going to be the, I guess, the authority on who can do a neighborhood cleanup and drop things off and can't, which is definitely not what we do at City Hall, and that's why you're on the phone right now, Bob. That's the complaint. Not that I need to go in the back of the line, is that this guy tried to kick me out of what we appropriate for neighborhood cleanups based on his attitude and not on any facts.
Got it. All right, Mayor, I want to have it.
All right.
May I have the officer's name again?
Officer Vogt.
And can you spell that, please?
Yes, sir. VOGT.
Okay, thank you, officer. Okay. And, Mayor, where's this happening?
This is at the Machinist Hall. There was one of the neighborhood cleanups. I got a bunch of stuff from one of my rentals coming through. I noticed that this guy didn't know who I was. I tried to ask him questions, and then also I just wanted to see how he would talk to citizens. And this is how we're being treated.
All right, thank you, Mayor. I will talk to you.
Thank you.
Can I get your phone number, sir?
You want my number?
Yes, sir. I'll be right back with you.
According to the officer, Brandon was trying to cut in line, and that was the reason he approached him and demanded that he turn around. But things got pretty interesting as the mayor decided to pull a call through to another officer to find out how he could file a complaint. It was quite clear that the officer didn't know he was messing with the mayor, which explains why he started off being rude. But once he figured out who he was speaking to, he chose the safer route and showed a little more respect than he did initially.
I'll be right back with you.
Can I unload my stuff?
Nope, we don't have any dumpsters to unload it. They're all full. Mr. Mayor? Here's your ID back, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Did you get a ID back, sir?
A mailer? I don't know if I got a mailer or not. Why?
Because it's only for a certain residential area.
Right. And I'm in that area.
But because he thought the mayor was a regular citizen, Officer Vogt insisted that the mayor left the neighborhood cleanup and in fact was no longer welcome in the neighborhood. Later on, after the incident, Officer Vogt was instructed to apologize to the mayor for his behavior, claiming he didn't recognize him earlier, and redirected him to the line. Number 2. Franklin Renales. This next incident was between Franklin Renales and the cop who pulled him over for having personalized plates on his car. The cop pulled up to him requesting his documents, especially his driver's license, to which he responded that he didn't have on him, but could only give his ID number, which as expected would have all his information.
No, the other one.
Hello. Do you have your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance?
For what?
Can I get your driver's license?
For what?
I'll explain it to you.
Well, why would I give it to you? I'm not driving.
You were
I'm
driving.
parked.
I just saw you.
I'm parked.
Can I get your driver's license?
So you're stopping me?
Can I get your driver's license?
I don't have it. You can have my ID number.
Sure. What's your name?
D3593928.
But that wasn't enough for the cop, so he proceeded to ask for his name and personal information. When Franklin asked what he was being pulled over for, the cop stated that his plate wasn't legal and was expected to have the California plates.
Your real name.
What do you mean?
What's your name? On your driver's license.
D3593928.
Is that your driver's license number?
Yes, it is. All my information will be on there.
What's your name?
Don't worry about her. She's a passenger.
Not hers, yours. What does it say on your driver's license?
Franklin Renales.
Okay, when's your birthday?
It should be on there.
When's your birthday?
It should be on there if you want to look it up.
Well, I need to know from you.
For what am I being pulled over for?
So your plate, that plate is not legal. You have to have the California plate.
What?
That's white and red. Okay? Do you have your registration, proof of insurance?
You have it?
Do you have your registration
Shut up.
proof of insurance?
Was it not legal if we pay the DMV for it? It's the latest registration I think in here.
You have a current one?
That's the latest one.
Because this one
we have in
expired
here.
on April 23rd.
Okay, well it's current.
Current, so you can go ahead and sign it.
It's not.
It's
422.23.
current. I wouldn't have tags if it wasn't current.
Well, do you have a current one?
Okay,
that
so then
says
is that a
422?
ticketable offense?
God.
Do you have your insurance?
Silly ass right here. She got mad. You work with feelings or you're law enforcement?
Is it on your phone?
Yes.
Okay, well you look it up, I'll be right back.
Hurry up.
After sitting in the car for a while, Franklin began to have cramps and decided to step out of the car to stretch his legs. Upon noticing this, the officer began to get a little aggressive.
I'm getting a cramp.
You need to stay in the car.
Let me stretch my cramp.
Stay in the car.
Let me stretch my cramp.
Then you can have a seat on the ground. I'm not gonna have you standing outside the car.
Hold on, man. Jesus Christ.
You need to have a seat.
Can
in
you
your
relax?
car.
I'm getting a cramp. I'm telling you, I'm not getting out for no
You
reason.
either have a seat in your car or have a seat on the curb over here. You cannot be standing outside your car. 38. I got it. You got it? Right. So you're getting a ticket for not having the proper license plate on your car.
What's
for
the
no
real
proof
proper?
of insurance.
I have insurance.
And no proper registration.
I have them both.
Your registration is expired.
I have them both.
I need a current one.
So go get them in the car.
So this is without admitting guilt. I promise to appear in
No.
the time and place.
I'm not saying that because I have my insurance
Listen,
and my proof.
It says that you're not guilty. It
It's
doesn't
fine,
mean
so
that
After much back and forth, Franklin was done speaking to her and requested her supervisor to step in.
if you don't sign it, you're gonna go to
So
jail.
call me a supervisor.
He's in here now. Huh? He's in now? Okay, cool. He's on his
All
way.
right, I'll wait.
If you don't sign it,
I'll wait for him to get here. We need to talk to the supervisor.
okay.
All right. You're dismissed.
The supervisor then called in, and unfortunately, things didn't go as the officer wanted them to, because after dropping the call with the supervisor, her behavior took a 180 before she eventually got out of his hair.
There you go, guys. So if you have personalized plates, be careful.
He is refusing to sign the ticket.
I need to speak to a sergeant.
For having the wrong plate on his vehicle, for not providing insurance.
I have insurance and I have registration. I have them both when she walked away. When she walked away, she didn't get them. It's on my phone and I was looking for the current insurance. Stop lying. Stop lying. Don't be lying. You knew we were looking for it. You liar. Shouldn't be lying, man. I got it all on film. When you said, is that your insurance on your phone? Okay, is this your registration? Yeah, we're looking for the current. Okay, let me walk away. Now I'm gonna give you a citation for that? You're an idiot. Careful with this one right here. She's a lying bitch. Right here. There's a lie. I don't give a fuck. Man, they see more stuff on the phone than when I have my mouth. What's the matter with you?
So first sergeant, he wants to give you a verbal warning.
All right, and what sergeant was that?
So here's the thing.
What sergeant
Make
was
sure
that?
you change your plate.
What sergeant
so
was
the
that?
Plate for the
What
car
sergeant was
is
that?
supposed to be the California
What sergeant
plate,
was
okay?
that?
And then your insurance,
What sergeant?
make sure you have it on your phone.
What sergeant was that?
And then try to get a
What sergeant was
current
that?
one of registration in your car.
I have them both
Here you
since
go.
you walked away.
Have a nice
What
day.
sergeant was that? Let me get a card with your guys' name and ID numbers before you leave. I'm requesting service.
Number 1. Buchanan County Cop. Sergeant Chris Chesmore in this final case got it right from his captain. Following a visit from an auditor to the Buchanan County Courthouse, which clearly was open to all citizens, the auditor was stopped by the sergeant who requested an ID. But when the auditor was refusing to give the sergeant an ID, the sergeant was insistent that he left the building even when the auditor had done nothing wrong.
Weren't you just out there?
Huh?
Weren't you just out there?
No, I think I came from downstairs.
You have an ID, sir?
Yeah, I do.
Can I see that, please?
Oh, certainly. Actually, if I could freaking find it, maybe.
Where are you from?
No, I was thinking about moving here.
Oh, yeah. No, your real ID.
Yeah, this is.
No.
I'm Billy Buttcrack.
The real ID.
Oh, you need the real one?
Yeah.
Son of a gun. Here you go. I got some ID right here. The D.
Yeah, why don't you have 10-2 come over here? What's that?
I got the ID. Here you go.
Driver's license.
Oh. Here you go. I'm gonna need to see your ID, sir. Sir.
Time to go. Let's go. You need to leave.
Excuse me? Don't touch me.
Touch you?
Yeah, you just did. You just bumped
You
me.
need to
Why?
leave.
For what? What did I do wrong?
You were told to leave by me.
For what? What crime?
Let's go.
What crime did I do? I'm here to get papers.
Let me see it.
No, you could
Didn't
look
you
right
get
here.
papers?
Excuse me?
Didn't you already get your papers?
I think you need to slow your roll right now.
Slow my roll?
Yeah. You know you work for me?
Come on down here. Come on down here.
For what?
Come on.
I committed no crime.
Come on.
I'm here to look at papers, get papers,
Let's go.
see what services you provide.
Right now.
Well, you could tell all day, but I followed the law.
Come on.
I followed the law. I'm going to continue getting my paperwork.
You're the deputy. Come on.
What did I do wrong? You guys can't, this ain't Russia. You can't just make up rules yourself. I did nothing wrong. He's on a power trip. I did nothing wrong. I'm here to get papers.
Okay. Mike.
What was your name and badge? Buchanan
Well,
County.
Give me my name and badge, and you haven't given me your name and
Because you're a public servant. Did you
Doesn't
forget?
matter. Doesn't matter.
It does. Did you forget? You work for me.
No.
You work for the people.
Do you live in Buchanan County?
It's none of your business. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Why are you being this way?
Why are you, tyrant? What's so funny, little boy?
I don't know.
Why can't you just respect our rights? What's the First Amendment? Do you know? Didn't think so. It's a shame that you guys swore an oath to uphold the Constitution, yet you don't even know the First Amendment.
You like the Broncos?
No, I like freedom is what I like. Apparently you guys don't.
You're still free, aren't you?
Not by you. You want to be a little tyrant. Hey, get out of the public building.
I haven't.
Hey, he went up. Yeah, because you're not going to. And if you do, guess what? We'll have fun in court.
I like your camera.
We'll have
I've
fun
been
in
to
court.
100 times.
Guess what? Have you violated someone's rights? Of course you have. But guess what? You ain't going to violate mine without repercussions.
I like your camera. Brandon.
I like your facial hair.
Thanks.
It looks actually kind of good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. You should probably grow some too. Not enough testosterone?
Too much.
Oh, okay. Hey, how about I have a task for you?
Nope.
The Bill of Rights, go read the First Amendment, because you don't know what it is, pal.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What am I doing
I
right
asked you
now?
a question you didn't answer.
Yeah,
Why
because
would I
you're a
answer your
public
question?
servant. Guess what? You don't even know the Fourth Amendment. That's how sad you are.
After much back and forth, the auditor finally let him know he was a journalist, but this sergeant was clearly not aware of the auditor's rights.
Go read it. Freedom of the press is what I'm doing, right?
Are you with the press?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Do you have a press pass?
Are you really that low IQ? This is America. The press passes in the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. Oh, you didn't know that, huh?
No, you're educating me.
That's bad.
No,
If I know your
bad.
job way more than
I
you,
am 100%.
imagine swearing an oath to the Constitution
like
yet
to
you
be
don't
educated.
know.
Can you educate me?
Yes. What's the First Amendment? What 5 protections are in the First
You're
Amendment?
not answering my questions.
I don't have to.
You don't?
I don't have to. You work for me. Don't forget that.
Okay.
And maybe when you want to try violating someone's rights, you might want to read the First Amendment and the Fourth
You
Amendment.
keep talking about these amendments, but you haven't told. You're not educating me.
Yeah, are you really that clueless that I have to do your job for you? You swore an oath to the Constitution, yet you can't even recite the First Amendment. That's pathetic, and you got stripes.
Okay.
That's bad.
Thankfully, while all this was going down, the captain walked in and asked what's going on, and the captain gave the auditor the go-ahead to check out the building as he was.
Yeah, and he says it's fine because maybe, you know, he appreciates the Constitution. He at least, at minimum, he understands it.
Just don't interrupt or go back into a place that you're not allowed.
Exactly, and I don't. Exactly, and I don't.
That's all I ask.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Certain parts of the building are not limited.
Yeah, it'll say restricted or certain
Well,
signs.
just, you know, anything that's open to the public, if you want to go in and
Exactly.
go ahead and do it.
Okay.
That would be my recommendation. Don't stand around and argue with us on it. Just go ahead and.
I mean, it shouldn't be them arguing with me, is the thing.
Either way.
Okay.
Just go in and do
Well,
it.
there we go. At least the captain knows, Sergeant.
Okay.
You might have to take some lessons up. Go home, maybe just check out the Bill of Rights, because you don't know it.
Thank you for your advice.
Yeah, no problem. And thank me for my service, too, because your service is not good.
Okay, well, just.
Bad boy.
Understand there's certain areas you can go.
Oh, I'm well aware.
You can certainly go into whatever the public is, as long as you're not disrupting.
Yeah, exactly.
The people.
And I don't.
The people that are coming in and out need to do business here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep. No worries. There you go. Thanks, Captain. Hey, Sergeant. Maybe you'll learn one day.
Thank you.
No problem. It's all right. Maybe you will too, young man. You got to learn that your job is to uphold our rights, not to act however you want. Have a good day. Walk of shame, gentlemen. Walk of shame.
That was definitely one of the most embarrassing moments for Sergeant Chris Chesmore.